Germany, long hailed as Europe's economic engine, has played a crucial role in guiding the region through numerous crises over the past decades. However, the resilience that once characterized Germany's economic prowess is now showing signs of faltering, posing a significant danger not only to Germany itself but also to the entire continent. In this video, we will delve into the mounting concerns surrounding Germany's economic decline and explore the potential consequences it holds for the European Union as a whole. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and leave us a like. Decades of misguided energy policies, the decline of combustion engine cars, and a sluggish transition to new technologies have converged, posing the most significant threat to Germany's prosperity since reunification. However, unlike in 1990, the country's political leadership lacks the necessary vision and capabilities to address the deep-rooted structural issues that undermine its competitiveness. BASF-SE CEO, Martin Brudermüller, expressed concern over Germany's accumulating problems, highlighting the society's naivety in overlooking these issues due to an illusion of stability. The country is on the brink of a transformative period, but there is doubt about whether this realization has permeated the collective consciousness. While Berlin has exhibited resilience in overcoming past crises, the pressing question now is whether it can devise and sustain a comprehensive strategy. Unfortunately, the outlook appears bleak as Chancellor Olaf Scholz's coalition government has been consumed by petty disagreements, ranging from debt and spending to heat pumps and speed limits, once the immediate risks of energy shortages subsided. However, the warning signs are becoming increasingly difficult to ignore. Despite Scholz's assurances in January that Germany would avoid a recession this year despite Russia's energy squeeze, recent data reveal that the economy has been contracting since October, with only 2 instances of expansion in the past 5 quarters. Economists predict that German growth will lag behind the rest of the region for years to come, and the International Monetary Fund has estimated that Germany will be the weakest performing G7 economy in the current year. Nevertheless, Scholz remains optimistic, asserting that the German economy has excellent prospects and that the challenges it faces are being addressed through market-driven solutions and regulatory streamlining. Germany finds itself ill-prepared to meet the sustainable energy demands of its industrial sector, burdened by a heavy reliance on traditional engineering and lacking the necessary political and commercial agility to pivot towards faster-growing industries. These underlying structural challenges serve as a harsh awakening for the powerhouse at the heart of Europe, which has grown accustomed to uninterrupted affluence. To its credit, Germany boasts industrial giants such as Volkswagen AG, Siemens AG, and Bayer AG, complemented by numerous smaller Mittelstand companies. Additionally, the country's conservative spending habits have placed it in a stronger fiscal position compared to its peers, providing a foundation to support the forthcoming transformation. However, time is of the essence. The most pressing issue facing Germany is getting its energy transition back on track. Affordable power is a critical prerequisite for maintaining industrial competitiveness, yet even before the Russian gas supply concerns emerged, Germany faced some of the highest electricity costs in Europe. Failure to stabilize this situation could escalate the trend of manufacturers relocating to other regions into a full-blown exodus. In response to these concerns, Berlin is contemplating a cap on power prices for certain energy-intensive industries, such as chemicals, until 2030. However, this would serve as a temporary fix, highlighting the desperate supply situation in Germany. Despite shutting down its last nuclear reactors and aiming to phase out coal by 2030, the country's progress in installing wind and solar capacity falls far short of the required pace to meet climate targets. While the Scholz administration has set ambitious goals for solar and wind infrastructure expansion, promising to accelerate the rollout, tangible results are yet to materialize. Meanwhile, the electrification of heating, transportation, steelmaking, and heavy industry is expected to drive up demand significantly. Siemens Energy AG's chief financial officer, Maria Ferraro, acknowledges some market momentum but emphasizes that the challenge lies in generating a substantial amount of clean power given Germany's limited coastline and lack of sunlight. As a solution, the country is exploring the construction of an extensive infrastructure to import hydrogen from countries like Australia, Canada, and Saudi Arabia. However, this approach relies on untested technology at such a scale. Simultaneously, Germany must expedite the construction of high-voltage grids connecting offshore wind farms in the north to power-hungry factories and cities further south. Additionally, the country faces a storage deficit, hindering its ability to withstand disruptions in power supply. For Germany to succeed, achieving cross-party consensus on the pace of renewable energy infrastructure expansion is crucial. Claudia Kempfert, a professor of energy economics at the DIW Research Institute in Berlin, warns that without such agreement, different political constellations following the next national election in 2025 could stall the energy transition once again, posing risks to Germany's business environment. Germany, known as Europe's powerhouse economy, appears to possess a well-funded and established system aimed at keeping its economy at the forefront of innovation. The country ranks fourth globally in research and development spending, trailing only the United States, China, and Japan. Notably, Germany accounts for around one-third of all patents filed in Europe, as reported by the World Patent Office. However, a significant portion of the innovation power in Germany is concentrated within large corporations like Siemens and Volkswagen, primarily within well-established industries. In contrast, the number of new startups in Germany is declining, diverging from the growth observed in other advanced economies, according to the OECD. Several factors contribute to this phenomenon. Excessive bureaucracy, including paper-based company registrations, and a cultural aversion to risk impede the startup ecosystem. Financing also poses a challenge, with venture capital investment in Germany totaling $11.7 billion in 2022 compared to $234.5 billion in the US, as reported by Dealroom. Furthermore, Germany faces obstacles stemming from its sluggish academic system, with no universities ranking in the top 25 of the latest Times Higher Education ranking. Patent data indicates a decline in Germany's ability to maintain its technological leadership. A study conducted by the Bertelsmann Stiftung revealed that in 2000, Germany ranked among the top 3 in 43 out of 58 key technology categories for world-class patents. However, by 2019, Germany achieved such a rank in less than half of those areas. Nowhere is Germany's diminishing technological edge more evident than in the automotive sector. While brands like Porsche and BMW dominated the combustion engine era, German electric cars have struggled to gain traction. BYD Company, for instance, surpassed Volkswagen as China's best-selling car brand in the last quarter, propelled by an affordable electric model with superior range and connectivity compared to VW's ID.3. Germany's wealth and social order heavily rely on a thriving manufacturing sector, which provides well-paid blue-collar jobs. However, this strength has resulted in dangerous dependencies on foreign markets for orders and raw materials, particularly China. Like other democracies following Russia's invasion of Ukraine, Germany is attempting to reduce its reliance on the Asian superpower, yet its major companies are slow to adapt. Germany faces a critical challenge in reinvigorating startup growth, sustaining its technological edge, and diversifying its dependencies. Overcoming bureaucratic barriers, fostering a culture of innovation and risk-taking, and addressing financing gaps are vital steps to revitalize Germany's innovation ecosystem and secure its economic future. Germany faces opportunities for broadening its economy in 2 key areas, finance and technology. However, it currently lags behind in both domains. The country's financial landscape is dominated by a network of approximately 360 public sector savings banks known as Sparkassen. While these institutions are controlled by local communities, this setup raises potential conflicts of interest and dilutes Germany's financial strength. Furthermore, Germany's 2 largest listed banks, Deutsche Bank AG and Commerzbank AG, have faced ongoing controversies and, despite their recovery efforts, remain significantly smaller in size compared to their Wall Street counterparts. Combined, their market capitalization is less than a tenth of JP Morgan Chase and Company's. In the technology sector, Germany's major player is SAP SE, a company established in the 1970s that develops complex software for operational management. However, there is a lack of emerging national champions on the horizon. Wirecard AG, a digital payments company, briefly filled that role before collapsing due to a highly publicized accounting scandal. The outlook for Germany's economic expansion in these areas is not promising. The country's digital technology investment is particularly inadequate, despite ranking 51st globally in fixed-line internet speeds. Germany also ranks fourth lowest among OECD countries in terms of spending relative to the size of its economy. According to Jamie Rush, the chief European economist for Bloomberg Economics, years of underinvestment have left Germany trailing behind. To address this, Berlin will need to increase spending and streamline the process for infrastructure projects to commence. In an effort to expedite long-delayed initiatives, Chancellor Scholz's administration introduced a plan to overhaul the planning process for installing fiber optic cables and mobile communication infrastructure. However, Germany's ability to address these issues with a long-term program remains uncertain. Chancellor Scholz attained the chancellery with the lowest level of support in the post-war era, as voters departed from the tradition of granting a clear mandate to either the Social Democrats or the Christian Democrat-led Conservative bloc. The current three-way coalition government is fraught with internal conflicts, potentially leading to instability. The far-right Alternative for Germany party has capitalized on this political vacuum, gaining traction in some polls as the second-largest party. Germany must navigate these challenges and uncertainties to unlock its potential for economic diversification, foster innovation in finance and technology, and create a stable environment for sustainable growth. Germany faces the growing risk of fragmentation as its population ages, leading to a division between comfortable pensioners and concerned young individuals worried about their future. These tensions have already sparked disruptive protests, and this week, authorities conducted searches in connection with an investigation into a group of climate activists. The demographic shift in Germany is already putting strain on its industrial base. Recent surveys revealed that 50% of companies have reduced output due to staffing issues, resulting in an estimated annual cost of up to $85 billion for the economy. This year alone, over 1 million Germans will reach retirement age, outnumbering the number of young adults by approximately 320,000. By the end of the decade, the German Employment Agency projects a shortfall of up to 500,000 workers, equivalent to the population of Nuremberg. This demographic challenge adds further strains to the economy. The Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD, emphasized the magnitude of these challenges in a recent report, stating that no major industrialized economy has ever faced such systematic challenges to its competitiveness and resilience from changing social, environmental, and regulatory pressures. The consequences of Germany's situation will extend beyond its borders, affecting the entire European continent. Dana Allen, a professor at SAIS Europe, emphasized that the health of the German economy is crucial not only for the broader European economy but also for the harmony and solidarity within the bloc.